Hey everyone, your friendly neighborhood Pants is back with another Monster Spotlight video. Haven't done one of these in a while, but since I pulled Aaliyah recently and she's a new unit, I figured it'd be a good one to do. So anyways, here's some siege defenses that I decided to try her out against. So you can see Carcano, Praha, Taranys, which is what I would call a meta defense. Carcano, Sonling, Zhao, and Triana. I don't know if you want to call it meta, but in G3 we see a lot of Carcano LD unit Triana. It can be Raoul, Yan Hong. There's a variety, but the Dark Monkey King is someone in my guild has that, so I decided to try her out there. Xingzhe Woosa Carnal isn't really meta. You don't see very many of those. I just wanted to try her out against a Woosa so I could use Pulverk, and then Molong Molly Fuuki. So anyways, Aaliyah kind of works similarly to the Water Pony Amelia. So she just has a whole lot of buffs. She doesn't apply immunity as much as the Water Unicorn does. She does have defense buff very often, more often than the Water Pony. So anyways, here are the teams I tried out, show you how each of those worked, and you can see I tested them out 3 times each and went 3-0 on all of them. I would say the scariest one was Molong Molly Fuuki because of the lack of immunity. I say lack, it's not like she doesn't have a bunch of immunity, it's just that I was able to one-shot the Fuuki, and then it's Molong Molly versus these 3, but if Dozer dies, then that would be a pain, obviously. It's a fight of violent runes at that point, and defenses typically have more violent runes. Now, if you have a destroy set on your Feng and they don't on their Molong or their Molly, which I don't typically see destroy sets on either of those units, more often Molly rather than Molong. I don't think I've ever seen a destroy Molong. I have seen destroy Molly. She's usually on Nemesis, I think. Dozer would often get defense broken, often get really close to dead, and if that would happen, then I would be in a nasty 2v2 that I don't want to deal with. And I'm sure also if your Dozer doesn't have enough damage to kill the Fuuki, or in other words, the Fuuki is too tanky, then you're probably screwed too. If Fuuki lives and recovers, then you're not going to get another chance at using Dozer's skill 3. Anyways, let's get into it. All right, so here's the first counter against Carcano Praha Taranys. This is my own Carcano Praha Taranys. Show you the runes real quick. So this is my better of my 2 Carcanos. It actually runs slot 2 attack because I can still get to the 286 speed breakpoint this way. Over here I have my Praha, also at the 286 speed breakpoint. Not quite at 100 crit rate unfortunately, but a decent amount of attack, so she can hit pretty hard. Also some additional damage from her artifacts. And then my Taranys, quite a bit slower than the other 2 at the 239 breakpoint. He has a destroy set, decent amount of defense, decent amount of crit rate, no accuracy, which is kind of rough, but Tsarion, Aaliyah, and Kaki is the team. So the general strategy that I've been doing is I've been going for Carcano first, and I just try and kill him and keep him dead because he is the defense break, and thus he is what makes you lose. So obviously Taranys will bring him back, but that's okay, you just kill him again, and you just keep on killing him over and over, and slowly work on the other 2. So I tend to save Taranys for last in this case, which is a little odd and atypical. In this case, I'll go for him. If I happen to land defense break in an Oblivion, then of course I'll go for Taranys with my Tsarion. Otherwise, actually, here I think I can kill Taranys. Nope, not quite. Well, hopefully Praha does not heal, because that could be really bad. Looks like my Tsarion should go beforehand. So dead Taranys, okay. And a nice proc. So for sure got it this time. That's my other testing did not have that happen. My other testing was more so kill Carcano, he gets revived, kill him again. And it seemed Aaliyah did really well to just keep the team sustained and, you know, just keep me going for an extended period of time. I also have the resistance lead from Tsarion, of course, so a little less defense breaks than normal melee, which that's just kind of RNG, like, you know, it's all percentage chance when it comes to accuracy res. You can just try and have 100 resistance, but that doesn't really, you know, it doesn't guarantee anything. So anyways, that's that one. It can work pretty well. In my testing beforehand, it was 3-0. At this point, it would be 5-1. So it for sure can lose, basically to excessive Carcano procs if he sneaks in a defense break with either no defense buff or no immunity. Well, obviously the defense break can only go with no immunity, but a couple procs kills your cocky, and then you're in a 2v3 that you can't win, basically. So it's not foolproof, but it seems to be working pretty well. So that's that one. All right, so this next one is against Carcano, Zhao, and Triana. Again, we'll show the runes, Violent Nemesis, also at plus 130, which is good. Not as much attack as mine has, but quite a bit more HP, and also 8% more crit rate, which is really nice. Also, I think he has more accuracy. Not max skilled, though, so that's a problem. Anyways, I do like Nemesis better than Will, though. Over here, the Zhao, incredibly fast, stupid fast. So dumb how fast that is. Violent Broken. Honestly, you could probably make it less fast and get like a revenge set or something, because I don't know, that just seems absurd. That is so much speed. Also lots of HP, not much accuracy, so maybe cut down speed, increase accuracy and crit rate, something like that, and then also get a revenge offset if it's possible. I mean, do what your runes will let you, but that's gross, insane, stupid. Fat Triana, decent amount of, well, I say decent amount of speed, okay amount of speed. With the speed lead, it's fine because she has a high base. Violent Nemesis, so looking like a bit of a Lucian trap. Malite Raccoony, Aaliyah is not a Lucian, not a Lucian kind of offense. It is an offense that says you will have trouble killing me, and in the meantime, you will take damage every time you hit Malite. So that's the goal. Of course, defense buff and immunity pair really well with Malite as well, because, you know, he does more damage based on defense, and then immunity keeps him protected. So that didn't feel good, but it's okay. We lived. Let's go back over here, and we'll put immunity on for Raccoony. And we can just skill one there. I don't think this is my Destroy Malite, so this can take a while, but that's okay. I think it's my 100 res one. I wish I could have all 100 res, but like I haven't farmed Necro in I don't even know how long. You can see how well 100 res works. I mean, the defense breaks are having no trouble. Landing provokes, so that's good. Let's just work on you. I do really like the totems. Like the whole family seems pretty neat. I don't think the water one is particularly good. I mean, I say that. I don't think she's relative to the family particularly good. I think Riley is better. At least I haven't built Riley myself, so I haven't experienced her, but I've only heard really great things from her. So you can see they're pretty low at this point. There's a dead Zhao, almost dead Triana. So, I mean, I could have lost at the very beginning when Raccoony got defense broken, but she had the defense buff from Aaliyah, so Carcano didn't deal quite enough damage, so he would need to find the proc and go at her again. So, also not foolproof. Not many offenses are, except for, you know, outspeed Lucian, assuming you have enough damage. But this seems to work pretty well. So if you want to give it a shot, go right ahead. All right, so unfortunately, in the time I tested my offenses against whatever defenses I found originally, my guildmates have moved their defenses around. So I was trying to look for the same Woosa Carnal comp that I was up against. I can bring that up. So it was Zingzai Woosa Carnal. I can't find that anymore. So we're here with Feng Laika Woosa, which still has Woosa. So Bulwark shines against that, right? Feng Yan as well has buffs. Aaliyah is going to have a ton of buffs. So I think this is reasonable. This is also a more common defense. I know in lower ranks, anytime I've been in G1 for years, it seems like Feng Laika Woosa is a thing that people use. So anyways, we'll try it out. Of course, this isn't particularly good into Laika, but that's okay. I'm more concerned about bringing it into Woosa. So it should work the same way as the other one. Basically, you just, you know, get Bulwark stacks and then skill 3 with Molong and kill someone. So I didn't have quite enough there, but that's okay. Let's just skill 1 here. And we'll put more buffs up. I will say she does a better job than Amelia regarding Bulwark stacks. She has a lot more buffs for Bulwark than Amelia does. So you get them quite a bit faster. Let's just skill 1. Yeah. Alright, so I mean, that seemed to work really well. I'm sure it would have to be some kind of crazy RNG on their side to lose with this. This should work pretty much every time. I mean, maybe if they have like crazy damage reduction from water. But anyways, that's that one. Again, just trying to show her with Bulwark. Don't necessarily need to show it against that defense, but I wanted to find a defense where Bulwark can shine, which Bulwark shines against heavy buffs, so that's what I'm using it against. So let's go on to the next one. All right, last one here is Molong Molly Fuuki. Like I said, this was the scariest of the ones I tested. Here again, if you don't have enough damage to kill their Fuuki, then that's an issue. So this guy's got minus 16 from fire compared to my dozer here. So if you don't think you have enough damage, then that's going to be an issue. Other than that, if you can kill the Fuuki, then you're, you know, setting yourself up for some amount of success. And at that point, the way you lose is to excessive procs, basically. But you should be okay. Should be okay. So we'll do defense buff here. And we can just skill 1. See, like there, if Molly happened to strip the defense buff, you know, that's the kind of crazy RNG. Not landing your crits from the glancing, of course, it would also be horrible. But now I'm in a 3v2 that is certainly winnable, but also certainly losable if they just go nuts. They certainly stall. Any defense with Molly just finds a way to take so long, so absurdly long. You can see how many buffs we have. It's insane. We'll go on to Molly. Nice stun. Nice defense break. We'll put the immunity up. Okay. There's also nothing controlling Molly's AI in this case, so she can, you know, hit any monster. So if she hits Feng, that's like best case scenario, but that won't always happen. Having destroy on Feng is probably fine in this case. I often use this with Feng Amelia Dozer, and it's more of like a shield will team, so I have my Feng on will, but probably better to have destroy in this particular scenario. He has immunity, so we'll just do skill 1 for heal. Nice. Big damage, a little bit of damage. Alrighty. Let's see, can we... Okay, thank God I resisted there. That's so nice. That happened 0 times in testing. So you can see 28k is what I normally hit per hit. I think I was doing 25k over there. So again, I mean, there's some crazy Fuukis out there and crazy fire damage reduction artifacts out there. So that's like one way you for sure are just going to lose. But that's more of a rune quality issue that you can't get too mad at. You can get mad at the Molly glancing passive and, you know, excessive violent procs. But if you don't have enough damage, then that's just, you know, they got good runes. That just is what it is. But anyways, that's the showcase for Aaliyah and some siege offenses, some common ones and one not so common one, but I guess it is common in G1. But anyways, let's take her into RTA. Mind you, I'm not particularly good at RTA, but I figured since she has so many buffs, I'm gonna pair her with Bulwark because they should go well together. So I ruined up a Molong, Gakaris, Bulwark, Aaliyah kind of comp. Also have Chloe as an option. Both Aaliyah and Chloe are on Violent Will, 100 resistance. And we'll see what happens. Probably gonna sprinkle some Diana, maybe some Nana, maybe some Ganny. So kind of depends on what we end up seeing, but let's give it a shot. So I'm thinking with this first pick Mo Long, just because he's like the most versatile of the group. Xianpeng, of course, is going to be really strong into this, especially since we're so water heavy. Good news is Carnal is a little less scary. So anyways, I'll do Chloe, and then we can save the Aaliyah for later. I think we can just go with Karis for now. And then we might do Bulwark and Aaliyah as the last two. For sure Aaliyah, because that's the point of the video, right? So we have a Moor, so he's just going really CC heavy. So maybe Diana, since he's got 3 AoEs. Aaliyah and Diana, a 4th AoE. Okay, we can try that. Looking at the draft now, I'm thinking for sure banning Xianpeng. Last pick, Savannah, is a little scary just because of how hard she can hit. I think I'll stick with banning Xianpeng. And Savannah's going to be able to do attack bar to 0, and that's no good. We'll see what happens. So Chiu does strip everything. Saving more strip, that's smart. Let's see if we can resist some attack bar. At least Chloe did. Good resistance there too, and we have our skill 3 ready. Or skill 4, I should say. It's looking like I'm not going to be able to take a turn though. As it goes with crowd control. So yeah, I have no way of winning this. Not a particularly strong comp into heavy CC. Alright, I just ruined up a double Nemesis Will Fran as hopefully a means to cut in between some CC. Another first pick Xianpeng, so lots of CC tonight, which is unfortunate. We'll stick with the Molong. Maybe we'll go Molong Chloe into that. This isn't CC, this is a cleave. Well, we can stick with Diana. Now I'm kind of wishing Aaliyah was on Nemesis. Jamire Tabo, gross. Well, we do Leo into that. Hopefully I can out-tank. And this thing can hit pretty hard, but she did get nerfed, so it doesn't hit as hard as she used to. Only 1 defense break, that's nice. Was enough to kill Diana, that's rough though. I think I just go ahead and do it. We'll just go on her. Yeah, we'll skill 3. Hopefully resist some strips. Only Chloe. So that's a dead Molong, and then I lose. Yeah. Well, forcing Aaliyah doesn't seem to be working very well. I mean, I don't think she's totally useless or anything. She could probably work in certain instances, but forcing her has been rough. First pick Harmonia. Okay. We've made it down to the F3, I'm pretty sure. If I lose here, that's saying something. All right, so for sure, bringing out Bulwark here. If this isn't an easy win, I'll be sad. I think I can go cocky for the last pick, or Akaris. I think Akaris is fine. We'll ban Miles. That's his name, right? Yeah, pretty sure Sean B's vid that he sent me is going to be a Miles. I think he needs to ban Bulwark. Like the moment Fuuki dies, I think it's GG. Let's just go ahead and do it. Probably no damage reduction from water. Yeah, so it's kind of the end. So many buffs on this team, geez. Shizuka would be kind of fun. You know, I think in 2v2, this could be cool with Shizuka. Shizuka, Gani, Aaliyah. Of course, you need a Sierra in there. Shizuka always wants bombs. So I guess you wouldn't necessarily need Mo Long. I should do more 2v2. I like it. It's a lot of fun. I think I'll just save Bulwark's thing for when Mo Long is ready. I don't really need to, but my like Harmonia will just reset it, so I feel like it's wasted. We'll save that too. All right, so she just used it. We'll keep saving anyways. All right, so next turn we can use it. Unfortunate stun there. I really wish Aaliyah had a cleanse. That kind of separates her from Lulu. Not having the cleanse makes it not, I wouldn't say not as good. I mean, they're just different. But the cleanse in today's meta is pretty important. Like Annabelle and Lulu see a lot more use than I think Aaliyah will just because of the cleanse. Well, we got to keep saving it because Mo Long is stunned. Should I do Woosa next or Harmonia? I think Woosa next. That skill 2 can hurt, so. Bye-bye. Ooh, just barely. I think I'll quit saving it. I don't think this guy has any means of winning. So I guess with Decay and Artemil, that's some damage. Not getting maximum use out of her passive considering it's all single target damage doers over here, so they aren't hitting her to lower the cooldown. Sure is taking a while. Harmonia cuts, so we'll just use it on her. If she doesn't cut, my Chloe would have went. Well, damn, that probably would have been a dead Woosa. Did not look at the attack bars right. Okay, good. No stun. Well, now I'm at 50% HP though. Okay, there's invincibility and immunity. Just don't get strip stunned. There's shield. That's okay. I think I'm going to go on to Artemil. I guess I could have gone on to Harmonia. Either way, she had the heal ready, so it is what it is. Nah. So it's just going to go to a draw. That'd be disappointing. It's got skill 2 heal. No? Okay, dead Artemil. 2 more to go. Alright, thank God. So you can win in F3, C1 with her. I mean, I'm sure she can see some use in higher ranks too, but she seems very conditional, very situational. Because crowd control is so heavy and she doesn't do much. Maybe if she was on a double Nim Will build, that might be better. But again, she doesn't have a cleanse like Annabelle would. I mean, people use Fran as a double Nim Will, so I guess you don't necessarily need a cleanse with it. And she does awaken into resistance, which is nice. I don't know. Don't ask me. Again, I'm god awful at RTA. Always have been. Hopefully not always will be, but currently still really, really bad at RTA. But anyways, that's it for Aaliyah. Thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye, guys.